Wow. All right, let's go ahead and get started, guys. Hey, welcome to the ROY Roy podcast, also known as the Return on Yourself podcast, which means the best investment that you can make in anything in life is yourself. And guys, I am your host, Roy. As you can see, that my Instagram handle, Facebook handle. I think there's no Facebook handle, but everything has been gone away. First ever podcast, guys. Super excited to be here. And actually, do me a quick favor before we actually get started here. Make sure to subscribe and like the channel, as well as share this video, guys, because I can tell you right now, we are live, and I just want to make sure that you guys are well taken care of. And so that way you can see exactly when we go live here in the next week or so, because I'm going to be trying to put out as many videos as much as possible, or live stream events. But I can tell you this right now, guys, it's going to be a heck of a roller coaster ride, because the first thing I'm going to be talking about here today is the fresh and fit controversy / drama. Now, you guys don't know exactly what's been going on in this space. Fresh and Fit is known as the #1 men's podcast, especially here in the States. I think from around the world, they also get a lot of fans as well. But I can tell you right now, there's some drama going on between the podcasters, as well as a guest that used to actually come to the show by the name of Daisy. Now, I don't want to really get into it, because we're going to be reacting to a video that Myron actually made, because at this point, he's just upset. He's pissed. He's defending his friend. Now, I know a lot of people have been talking about this. I've actually seen a few clips about what this girl has done. And, truth be told, the only thing that we can do is actually just, look into the evidence, look into the facts, and just see what this girl is about. And I can tell you right now, guys, in this channel, I know I should be ranting a little bit about what the channel is about. Basically, this channel is about, men's self-improvement, getting 1% better every single day, especially with your fitness, your fitness, your business, as well as your relationships. As you guys don't know, I'm actually married, been married for about 10 years. But anyways, enough about me. Let's get into the video. All right, so here we go. Oh, not the one I was looking for. Cool, right here. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it.
And also in Barbados. That's where she met his family, etc.
Actually, we're going to go and rewind it a little quick.
I am live, guys. What's up? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast, but it's a special one. It's only going to be me today, guys, because we got a lot to talk about. We got receipts upon receipts upon receipts, and Fresh is not going to be involved in today's show, guys. Obviously, as you guys know, there's some legal stuff that's going to be going on in the background. And quite frankly, he didn't really want to do this, but I said, you know what? Nah, we got to come out with the truth, because at some point, enough is enough, right? And this girl's been running around, going on a bunch of different podcasts, trying to smear his name, the brand's name, etc. So it is what it is. It's over for you, Daisy, or as I should say, Jin Chen, because I know your real name, by the way. And I know she's watching right now. And honestly, like, the chickens have come to roost, because we weren't going to come out with this. We're going to keep this professional and, let this play out in the legal world, etc. But I'm not Fresh. I'm not Walter. I'm my own man, and you're coming at both of us, so it's over for you. And I'm going to come with the facts today, okay? Before I get into it, guys, rumble.com/freshfit. We're live on all the platforms right now. As you guys can see, we already got 14,000 y'all in here, and we just started this bad boy, right? Rumble.com/freshfit, castleclub.tv, because if we do got to take this video down, you guys are going to be able to find it on Rumble and also on Castle Club. Also, guys, we got our live event April 26th. If you guys want to meet us in person, make sure to come check us out over there. It's going to be right here in Miami Beach to be specific. Top of the description, get in there.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and try to skip
fantastic,
most of the stuff real quick.
We're trying to make it affordable, so as many of you guys for that forever, so we're making it happen. And yeah, my new Instagram, guys, is anyway, without further ado, guys,
so here we go.
All I got to say with this situation is
I've got you in my sights.
This girl fucked up, man. That's all I got to say, because she shouldn't, like I said, we didn't want to bring this stuff out, but it is what it is. So let's start with the beginning, okay? Let's just address the elephant in the room. Fresh is an idiot. Okay, I had this conversation with him off air. I told him.
Oh my goodness! Hold on. I got time out for a second. Time out for a second. Yeah, I mean, honestly, they have been getting roasted by a bunch of people, like, not being able to practice what they preach. But I can tell you this right now: it's, he even said it himself. I even thought of it too. This is something that you don't do. He's actually going to go over a little bit, and I don't know if I even mentioned this in the beginning of this podcast, but basically this whole thing, I'll just kind of give you guys some context before we get into this, is that Fresh, one of the co-hosts of the show, allegedly got one of the the guest on the show, or an escort, as she's been denying to be one, he got her pregnant, right? And so Myron's going to actually go over this right now and basically show receipts upon receipts upon receipts into what this girl is about, because from my understanding, he's got some intel that's pretty interesting. But yeah, we're about to hear about that a little bit. So let's get into it.
It's bad news. This is, you know, what the hell are you doing? Having sex with this girl, etc., unprotected, whatever. Let's just call a spade a spade. He made a big mistake. Big mistake rocking with this girl, hanging out with her, etc., right? But what I will do is I'm going to go outline their relationship for you guys, okay? I have dates here, etc., and we're going to walk through it real fast.
Okay, so just real quick. Oh, crap. Okay. Yeah, so real quick, this is where it's going to be super important, guys. Like, I know a lot of people have been choosing sides. There's some people that are choosing, or I'd say most were choosing this girl side versus Fresh, just because of the fact that he, in a way, did not want to, you know, the whole debate here has been about the abortion thing, right? Because she doesn't want an abortion. Fresh allegedly doesn't want kids. There was some agreement in that, which, again, Myron will actually go over with his case here. But I can tell you this right now. Whenever you guys see these certain things that happen, instead of jumping to conclusions, one thing, and this goes with anything in life, whether it's business, whether it's your relationships, or whether it's even with fitness, right? When you have an issue, don't go after the issue like when you're emotional, when you're hard-headed or whatever. You always got to go back to the beginning. You need to understand what is technically, how did this all came up to begin with? What is the end, not so much the end goal, or actually, yeah, in her case, the end goal, right? So again, Myron's going to go over this real quick because I'm already heated up. I'm already ready to rock and roll here, but I can tell you this right now that, actually, let's just go ahead and go for it. Okay.
Number one, they were never in a serious relationship, okay? Though she might say, oh, I was in a serious relationship with him, and she goes on this podcast saying I loved him, etc. He was seeing other women. And you guys know that because if you saw the video clip, right, she says that he was talking to other women. So she knows that, right? So they met on November 21st at El Santo, okay, which is a club here in Miami, right? Pretty much Fresh trademark. They went on their first date November 26th. They had sex that night, okay? She left on November 28th for New York. As you guys know, this girl has an apartment in New York as well. She was going back and forth between on November 28th for New York. As you guys know, this girl has an apartment in New York as well. She was going back and forth between here and there. And then they talked on WhatsApp on January 1st, 2024. So he saw her again, guys, right? So she left the 28th, and then he started talking on WhatsApp on the 1st. I mean, they were talking on Instagram before that, but as you guys know, we can't show those messages because Fresh Instagram got wiped with mine. Then, on December 28th to January 10th, she was in Miami, right? They spent a few days together. About half that time, she wasn't with Fresh.
Yeah, he's going
right?
too fast. I don't know,
then,
guys. Just real quick. The reason why I'm doing this real quick is so that way I can take notes.
January 10th, she was in Miami, right? They spent a few days together. About half that time, she wasn't with Fresh. Yeah. To January 10th, she was in Miami, right? Okay, they spent a few days together. About half that time, she wasn't with Fresh.
All right, cool.
Right? Then, they didn't see each other again until March 9th, right, in Barbados. They met in Barbados and hung out in Barbados for a few days, right? They were there for approximately 3 days. Then, she was in Miami for the rest of that period, right? So from March 9th to 24th, they spent time together here in Miami and also in Barbados. That's where she met his family, etc. Right? Then, so what? We're talking about 20 days here that they spent, even though they knew each other since November. She was in China for a period of time, New York, etc., come back and forth. So they've spent about, I'd say roughly 15 to 20 days together, right? Cumulatively. During the course of this time, there were a bunch of red flags that Fresh noticed that made him say, you know what, I don't know if I could take this girl seriously. Number one.
Okay, so real quick, right? For all you guys out there that are basically hating on Fresh and whatever, I mean, it's your opinion, but like I said, I'm hearing this right now in real time from what Myron is basically saying here. And I can just basically just say without a shadow of a doubt that if I really think about what he's been doing, even though girls call it, like love bombing or tricking, as most of you would say it, the reality is that he was testing her, right? It's the same thing with females, right? With females, what you guys like to do, all right? I'm not saying all of you, but some of you, what you guys like to do, especially on a date, is you try to figure out whether the guy is vibing, whether the guy is like interesting to talk to. Does he, you notice little things, right? You notice little things, whether if he's on his phone or if he talks about himself or he asks you questions. You're basically testing him, right? Which is why most of you girls don't normally sleep with the guys on the first night, right? Which is understandable. But in this case with him, he's going to go over it again, or he's going to go over it. But I mean, again, even though he made the mistake to go with this girl, at the same time, what you guys don't know behind the scenes was he was actually testing her, right? Even though they give this type of advice or the advice of staying away from girls like this, he didn't know, you know what I mean? So I really hope that you guys are paying attention.
He had mentioned to her that there was a guy in Las Vegas. As you guys know, we go to Las Vegas all the time to do, Access Vegas, etc. We'll actually be there tomorrow, okay? And when we were out there, a photographer had said, "Oh, I know her," and he didn't say anything bad. However, when Fresh mentioned to her that someone in Vegas knew her, she got really nervous and scared. And he was like, that's weird. Why would you get so nervous? Right?
That's actually true. That's absolutely true, right? So let's say, for example, guys, if you're dating somebody, right, and I don't care who it is, right? Let's say you're dating somebody and then somebody recognizes her and for some reason they get nervous, right? It's kind of like when a girl hides her cell phone, right? When a girl hides her cell phone, especially when her man is trying to look at her cell phone, or vice versa. If the girl was looking at a guy's cell phone, that means they have something to hide. In this case, because she got nervous, I mean, to me, she's got something to hide. So, I mean, I would say that's a potential red flag right there.
Number 2, she has 3 phones, okay?
Wait, what? Hold on a second. Go back. He said what? Did he say 3 phones?
Right? Number 2, she has 3 phones, okay? 3. He saw
3?
Towards the end of the relationship, and what made him kind of say, I don't want to deal with this girl anymore, was he saw random conversations with 4 numbers unsaved on one of her phones, okay? When they came back from Barbados.
Guys, if that's not a red flag, 3 phones and then 4 conversations that are not even saved. I mean, 3 phones. I mean, oh my gosh. And some of you guys are actually defending this girl? What is wrong with you guys, man? Holy moly. Man, the amount of simps out there. Jeez Louise, man. It's like, and I've heard how this girl talks. Like she's very good at what she does. But come on, guys, 3 phones. Come on, man. That's a big no-no, man. There's no way. That chick is like double, triple dealing 3 phones.
They were stopped by customs. They interviewed her for 2 hours, guys. Okay? When she was being held at customs. You guys know I used to work for Immigration and Customs Enforcement as an investigator for Homeland Security Investigations. And normally when they detain you at the airport like that, something is going on. And they detained her for 2 hours, and she showed pictures of her and Fresh together, etc. More than likely, what I'm suspecting, I don't know this for a fact, but for them to detain her for 2 hours. Remember, guys, she's a foreign national. She's Chinese. She's here on a visitor visa, which she's admitted on other podcasts, by the way, which is typically a B1, B2 visa. They probably think that she's here working illegally or maybe doing some kind of sex work, which we're going to get into that as well. Okay?
Oh, my goodness. 2-hour interrogation in the airport. So let's see. So let's see here, okay? Before we get into this. So far, we've seen 3 red flags. Number 1, we see they meet some random in the street, recognizes her. She freaks out. She has 3 phones, and for I don't know why. I don't even know a lot of guys that are even in business that have more than 2 phones, which is crazy. And then you have what's it called? What did he say again? I totally forgot. I totally spazzed out. What did he say again? I'm so sorry, guys.
We don't know for a fact.
The interrogation. Being interrogated in the airport for 2 hours. I mean, we're not even like 20 minutes into this video, and it's already red flags all over. I should have just nicknamed this the red flag.
Be doing some kind of sex work, which we're going to get into that as well.
Oh, okay? Man.
We don't know for a fact, but for them to hold you at the border like that tells me something. Right? Then, after Fresh cut the relationship off with her, she finally admitted that she had sugar daddies in the past.
Oh.
She took off to New York right away, right?
Typical.
And and we'll show an Instagram picture right now, actually, real fast, of when she took off. So she goes, after Fresh told her, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't intend on marrying you. And, I'm not going to get you an apartment because, mind you, this all started, guys, because she wanted an apartment and Fresh said no, right? And she so she leaves abruptly and she drops the Instagram story saying bye, going to find a better life, right? As she's getting on a plane to go back to New York, and she's been in New York since. Right? She left on or about, I want to say, March 26th, I think is the day that she left, March 26th. So they get back. So the timeline, again, November 21st, they meet, okay? They hang out again December 28th to January 10th for a period of time. Then from March 9th to the 24th, he basically breaks up with her a day or two after they get back, after they're back in Barbados here in Miami, says, hey, I don't want to get you the apartment. I don't want to marry you. I don't think this is going to work out like long term because she wanted a serious relationship. So she gets on a plane and leaves on the 26th, right? Mind you, well, actually, no, we're going to talk about that later on. We're going to talk about the pregnancy in a whole other chapter. We got a couple chapters on this thing. But I just wanted to give you guys the relationship, okay?
Man,
So
Myron's cooking, yo.
That's how long they've hung out with each other, known each other. Though they've known each other since November, cumulatively speaking, okay, they only spent roughly between 15 to 20 days actually hanging out with each other and speaking to each other. And during the course of them meeting and hanging out with each other, Fresh is vetting her. He's testing her. He's asking her questions, etc. And she failed the test. Right?
That's exactly what I just
said. These are a couple of the red flags that he noticed while he was hanging out with her in person that made him say, I can't commit to this girl. I can't take this girl seriously.
All right. So a lot of the people that I watch, especially depending on this, on their podcast, on their platform, they all say that they've been together for 3 to 4 months, right? So again, I actually wrote this down to and I'm taking more notes here just to figure out how this all went down, right? November 21st, they met, okay? November 26th, they dated and they slept together, all right? So that's like 2 days. And then she goes back to November 28th to NYC. And then from December 28th to January 10th, they hung out. So I'd say that's 10 days, 11, 12. So I would say about 2 weeks. And then from Barbados, March 9th to the 24th, they were there. So that was like what? 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 15 days. I mean, you're looking about, I don't know about you guys, but that is basically close to 1 month, right? 1 month. And this girl was actually wanting to have a serious relationship for 1 month. And I know a lot, I hate to say this, but I've heard and I've known and I've dated some girls where there's no way in 1 month you can figure out the love of your life. I mean, either she's delusional or she's just really good at what she does. I mean, come on now. 1 month, guys, it's just for the record, a lot of you guys out there that actually did specific podcasts or that have done podcasts with her, I would highly hope that you guys actually get the other side of the story, because when you guys throw out 3-4 months of dating, which in actuality, it was technically 1 month of dating, there's a huge difference. Because 3 to 4 months, somebody can fall for somebody right around there. I don't think a serious relationship would happen after, I would say maybe after month 3, month 4, but majority of the time, it's right around there. But a month, come on, man. I mean, this isn't this girl's first rodeo, dude. Come on now.
Mind you, he was doing his thing and he had other women as well, which is something that she was also angry about during this whole situation.
Hold on, time. What? Wait, what?
He had other women as well, which is something, can't commit to this girl. I can't take this girl seriously. Mind you, he was doing his thing and he had other women as well, which is something that she was also angry about during this whole situation.
Okay, hold on a second. During the beginning of this podcast, and I'm pretty sure Fresh mentioned this in another podcast or in one of their earlier podcasts before, that he told her that he was basically, dating other women, and she was okay with that from the beginning. And then now all of a sudden she's not okay with it. Something doesn't add up here at all.
So there we go. Now that we have an idea of the relationship, let's get into the other elephant in the room, okay? We talked about the first elephant in the room with the relationship and Fresh being an idiot, which we he is. Let's just be honest here. He made a big fucking mistake.
Oh, he did. He really did.
It is what it is. You know, guys make
Man.
mistakes. No one is perfect, but this one was a big one, and we got to take accountability for that. He fucked up here, right? So, as you guys know, she's been running around. She went on Abba and Preach's pod, right? And I'm not surprised. You know, Abba and Preach have been making videos on us for years now at this point. They've made somewhere between 30 to 40 videos on us, talking shit, trying to attack our character, etc. And other podcasts as well she's went on, you know, talking about this story, etc. She's essentially been doing a press run the past few days ever since she leaked this phone call and text messages, right? And I'm going to show you guys a clip. One of the things she's been doing is saying that she is not a sex worker, right? So let's go ahead and play the two clips.
So real quick, guys, somebody that really is about, you know, is about relationships. You know, one of the things, and again, he's going to go over a lot of this stuff, right? The one thing that I'm trying to figure out, or in this case, I already know, or that I already know, you guys need to understand, and you got to ask yourself this question, right? Forget about what's going on, but understand what her purpose is, okay? This girl can literally talk to Fresh in a private manner to settle things, but it's like she's going on this press run, right? And it normally means two things, one of two things. It can be one thing, the second thing, or a little bit of both, which I think it's both, okay? She's doing it for two things, okay? For clout as well as for money. And the reason why I say that is, what kind of person goes on a tirade talking about how, you know, how crazy, you know, how crazy her life is and everything else like that, or, you know, how can he do this to me, which, you know, they'll get into it. And it's just, to me, I don't even understand, like, why she would do that, you know? And the only thing that I can think of is she's doing it for clout, and she's doing it for money, and she's actually doing a great job of convincing people that Fresh is this bad person. I mean,
where she says this. Here's from one podcast, which I will not name.
They're accusing me for being escort and being on this kind of website. Just use the brand. If I'm a Miss Asia and I'm a former bodybuilder, why would I put myself on the internet?
It doesn't make sense.
Escort website.
I mean, that could be a fact. I mean, to be honest, now I think about it. I mean, could it be?
Okay, so he says, yeah, doesn't make sense. I don't believe it. Yeah, you're not. Now let's go ahead and play our favorite YouTubers here, because and it's interesting because these guys were so quick.
Oh my gosh!
To try to use this as content to make us look bad. They didn't properly vet this girl, but it's okay. I'm gonna do it for them. You know, because since they want to bring this girl on and platform her, etc., but they don't know the real Daisy Chen. They don't know Jin Chen, but I know Jin Chen.
Jin Chen,
I'm going
yeah,
to make you guys very
that's her
familiar
name.
with her as well. We're all going to know Jin Chen when this is done. Let's play their clip now.
That I would interview the woman in question at the heart of this whole thing. She provided me a bunch of screenshots, screen recordings, and a bunch of different things. And I think it answered a lot of the questions that would have seemed to be unanswered before. Things like whether or not she's a sex worker. She isn't. What was the time?
Okay. Abba.
You stupid.
You don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to show it right now. So let's go ahead, and she said she's not a sex worker. She's not an escort. Okay. What's this? In this photo that you guys can see here, we can see Jin Chen meeting up with a potential client. Okay. I'm not going to say where this was, but what I'm about to show you guys is all exclusive stuff that no one else has. Okay. But it's an anonymous source. Okay. So this is a photo of her meeting up with a guy.
That kind of looks like her too.
We got video and audio. Run the clip.
Oh, what?
If you call me an escort, prove it. Prove it.
Firstly, do you take PayPal?
No.
Cash only?
No. We can transfer. Do you have cash?
I would prefer to pay you half first and then half after. It's never worked out good when I pay up front.
Why? I'm here. What are you worried about?
One time, I paid the girl up front. I was pleasuring her. She said she came up 3 times and that she couldn't do it anymore.
So you're going to do it 10 times to leave?
I have been scammed in the past.
Yeah, but I'm a girl. I need to be more secure. If
Dude,
you're
that
making
is her.
excuse, that means you are not willing to pay.
I would like to pleasure you morally. website. It's not just me fucking. But yeah, usually I'll be for 2, 3, 4 hours.
Non-stop?
We stop for maybe 30 minutes, relax, look at it.
I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
And you can't stay for 2 or 3
I can stay, but I cannot have sex for 2 and 3 hours.
Oh, hold on. Whoa. Time out. Whoa. Hold on a second. I mean, that's pretty much it right there. I mean, she's basically their exchange. I mean, we know exactly what this is. I mean, she even said it. I mean, and it sounds exactly like her too. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, she said prove it. I mean, Myron proved it straight up. I mean, and I'll be completely honest with you guys. Like, I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh, you know, that's probably not her because we can't see her face, or that can be some other Chinese girl. Guys, I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? There's one thing, if I do know about anything about anybody, okay? I don't care what it is. They can look different. They can look, and I can tell you, girls are very, very, very good at looking different, okay? And that's what makeup is, and that's how dressing up is. And here's the thing about how she looks like as well. I mean, this could have been an earlier video, right? From earlier, you know, in her past, which looks like she's done some escorting. But in this case, you cannot, I mean, with, that is her, man. That is her. Wow. That is crazy, man.
You will have to trust me on this. You will not be uncomfortable. You will not be painful. If you are, you may go. I will not force you to stay.
You can pay me half, and I will stay here for 1 hour.
1 hour doesn't mean you're only going to stay for 1 hour.
Then I will stay here for 1 hour, and I'll leave. Because for you, 1 hour is enough. You said 2, 3 hours. I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
And you can't stay for 2 or 3
I
hours.
can't.
Honestly, the onus is on you to make this experience wonderful so that I will want to see you again.
Okay, so let's get started.
Are you sure?
I've got you in my sights.
I could end the
Wow.
podcast right there. But wait! There's more.
Oh, wait, what? There's more?
Because
What? Oh my
See,
goodness, man.
she's been running around saying that she's not an escort, etc. No, I don't do this, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'll let you guys decide what you think after seeing that, okay? But we're going to keep going. There's more. I could end it right there, but let's go. Let's keep going. So, obviously, you guys can see here, that sounds like negotiating for something. I don't know what particularly, right? But I think we all know kind of what it may or may not be, right? So she's also talked about how she's a good person and her character, etc. We got some more, guys. So I have here a Chinese police report. You guys are probably wondering, Myra, what the hell? What's this? Guys, this is a police report where she basically stole money from an individual. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
my
She stole money
gosh.
from an individual.
Oh, man.
And I had a friend of mine translate this for me. As you guys will know, I play Overwatch, right? And I have a buddy. I call him the Chinaman. And he went ahead and
He's
kindly
the Chinaman, man. This
translated
guy's
police
man.
report for
Myron's
us.
hilarious,
And we
bro.
have it for y'all here.
Oh, crap.
Okay? At about 1940, on the evening of August 27, 2018, the reporter came to the police station to report that he met with a Chinese woman at about 12 o'clock noon on August 27, 2018 at lane 288 of Daza Road and exchanged 6,000 yuan for 870 with this woman. So basically, he wanted her to give him cash, right? At around 4:45 on August 27, 2018, the woman hailed a car through Didi Taxi and then asked the reporter for 6,000 RMB. And then the reporter gave 6,000 RMB to the woman, and the two got in the car. Soon after, she claimed that she needed to get money from China Construction Bank, the name of the bank, and asked to stop at the China Construction Bank on Yongjia Road, Zhuish District, Shanghai. But the woman did not return 10 minutes after getting out the car, and the reporter sent a message to the woman, but she replied she didn't want to meet the reporter. The reporter felt that he had been defrauded, so he reported the case. So this woman takes this guy's money and runs off.
Holy crap, man. Not only is this girl like an escort and just an overall terrible person, dang, man, she finesses too. She grabs the money and she's out. What is going on with this, man? And it's crazy because people defending this chick. What is wrong? What is wrong with these people, man? You guys are defending a criminal, dude. Holy moly.
Right? One of the people that she, one of her clients, right? So what does that say about her character? And you guys might be wondering, well, Myron, do you got proof? Oh, I do got proof, actually. I got video. Here she is, taking the dude's money and doing what she's about to do with it. Oh. Hey, man.
That's pretty funny. Oh my gosh, man. That's hilarious.
I mean, yeah, I could end it there. I could end it there, can I? But guess what?
I've got you in my sights.
There's more. Let's keep going.
Dang, there's more?
The show goes on. We going all the way today, baby. We going all the way, because guess what? I'm fucking Leonardo DiCaprio in this bitch. The show goes on.
Dang, he even took out the passport? He took out the passport? Wow.
Let's fucking go. All right, so here we have her ID, right? Here she is. We obviously blurted out personal information so that we wouldn't dox her, but it's to show you guys that we know what we're talking about here. We actually have her Jin Chen. That's your real name, by the way, Jin Chen. It's not Daisy. You run around calling yourself Daisy Chen, but you're really Jin Chen.
Wow,
okay?
That is crazy,
and
man.
Where is,
you know what's crazy? Hold on, I'm going to pause real quick. Where is Myra getting his evidence from, man? Where's he getting this stuff from? I mean, I guess, you know, being an ex-FBI, I mean, that's basically what, you know, it has its perks. I mean, dang, man, this guy is going after her. Man, you know what's crazy, guys? I would not be surprised if she got deported back, to be honest. I mean, it's crazy,
fired
man.
From your job. Okay? Here's where you used to work for.
Mm-hmm.
Right? For a marketing company. You were a marketing manager, Daisy. Or should I say Jin Chen. And we have the documents to show that you got fired and why you got fired. Again, this is all in Chinese. But guess what? My boy We Rise once again, a.k.a. Chinaman, the guy that I play Overwatch with and we raged together when we destroyed these scrubs. He went ahead and translated for you guys. Once again, shout out to the Chinaman. We got the official documents. Shout out to We Rise. He's on the line as well. But here it is. Here's why she got fired, guys. Okay? Ms. Chen Jing, you have been working at Shanghai Beiming Performance Agency Co. since July 2nd, 2018, and your current job is a business assistant. The 3-year labor contract signed between you and the company on July 2nd, 2018 shall be terminated on August 3rd, 2018, and the employment relationship shall be terminated at the same time due to the following circumstances. What else was going on in 2018 when she got fired from her job around this time? Oh, she was stealing money and negotiating for fun with people in rooms, which we showed video of earlier. Oh, interesting. Very interesting.
That girl didn't even keep her job. Guys, she didn't even keep her. Look at this crazy thing, man. July 2nd to August 3rd. She only had that job for a month. Oh, my
goodness. The worker is proved to be ineligible for employment during the probationary period. The worker seriously violates the rules and regulations of the unit. The employee seriously derelict in his duties or commits fraud for personal gain, causing major damage to the company.
You stupid.
The employee establishes labor relations with other employers at the same time, which has a serious impact on the completion of the work of the employer, or refuses to make corrections upon the company's request.
Wow.
The personal certification materials provided by the employee to the company are false, or the company concludes or reviews the labor contract contrary to its true intention by coercion or taking advantage of the danger of others. The worker is investigated for criminal responsibility in accordance with law. After the expiration of the medical treatment period, the worker cannot engage in the original job or work arranged by the company. The worker is not competent for the job and is still incompetent for the job after training or job adjustment. There's a major change in the objective circumstance on which the labor contract is concluded, making it impossible to form the labor contract, and the two parties cannot reach an agreement on the change after negotiation between the parties. Other circumstances provided for by laws and administrative regulations. Please go to the company's personal administration department before August 6, 2018 to go through the resignation procedures such as work handover, return of goods, and settlement of expenses.
Translation,
and remuneration.
Straight up criminal.
So what does this all mean, guys?
Straight up
obviously,
criminal.
they have to formally get rid of her and list out
why.
But obviously, we got fraud, using fake documents to get the job, exploiting the company's resources. We actually heard from the boss that fired her that she stole money from the company.
Oh.
So not only was she engaged in nefarious activities that may or may not include sex work. She's stealing from clients, right? They're filing police reports on her. She's getting fired from jobs because she's stealing from them too. Is this someone that you guys would believe? Obviously, she's a...
Man, hold on a second, man. If she had all these crimes in China, man, how in the heck how did she even get into the country? Like, did she just like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, who, what officer did she have to finesse to get here, man? That's crazy. Wow. So fraud, stealing, finessing, I guess it's the same thing. And then the lies on lies and more lies. And then the escort, 3 phones, man. I wonder if she's
lying all over the place. So she's having inappropriate relationships at her place of work as well, which is another reason why they got rid of her.
You know what's, guys, you want to know what's hilarious? You ever seen those when you do your jobs, right? You ever seen those things where when you read that the handbook, right, the employee handbook, and it shows you the list, like the rules and regulations and the do not do section, like don't steal, don't have relationships, amongst your peers, and anything that could get you fired. That girl straight up went down the list. Like, she did it on purpose. Oh my, it almost seems like she just did it for fun because she was like bored. Wow, man, this is... Apparently the girl forgot to read her handbook. I mean, geez Louise, man.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Wow.
But wait, there's more, guys. We're going to keep going.
Damn, there's more?
So as you guys know, right? She said, oh, I don't care about money. I just want to hold Fresh accountable, whatever the hell. Let's run the clip from our guy Destiny real quick, where she went ahead and had a whole conversation with him.
Oh, that's right. You know, it's crazy. I heard about this. Oh man, I heard about this, man. Let's go. Let's play it.
About money, I like this lifestyle. By the United States law, he has to pay for the child support. How much money do you think a man should make for it? Yeah, I told him $1 million.
Walter apologized for everything and came clean on everything. Wouldn't you want him to be involved in like your child's life?
But why would you care about that?
Shouldn't the priority be to like build a healthy life for your future child? Shouldn't that be the focus? You don't care. You're not caring. The child right now is just a money ticket for you. You're not caring at all about the child. Why are you leaking all this publicly? The money is the child support that you think that you were talking about earlier. That you're very familiar with.
I don't want to talk to you.
Pause.
Destiny's gonna take.
See right there, that right there, right? First off, this girl rants about that right there. Tells me like without a shout of a doubt, 1,000,000,000%. That girl's a gold digger, man. Oh, in the law, it says that, in the United States that you have to pay child support and all this other stuff and this, and this. They asked me if I wanted a man to make $1 million, which it is. But Destiny, who, honestly, I have more respect for now than before, even though he's on the opposition, and they debate with Myron and Fresh. He's actually made a lot more sense than since his divorce, man. Kudos to Destiny. But I can tell you this right now, with how he's asking these questions, he's literally cornering her because she knows she's getting caught, right? And then you notice this is what girls do, guys. If you guys don't know, right? It's the same thing, especially with arguments. As soon as somebody starts name calling or says, "I don't want to talk to you right now because it's." Who are you? Who are you to defend? The reason for them to do that is because they literally have no more ammunition, okay? They have nothing in the barrel. They have nothing to say at all, okay? And I mean that metaphorically speaking, okay? When I say it like that, she has nothing else, and she knows that he's right, and it's like now she feels stupid. And here's the crazy part: if anybody caught on. This girl, from my understanding, and I've actually looked at her Instagram and seen the places she's went. And this is something that Myron just said, and this is where I told you guys to pay attention, right? She has an apartment in New York City. New York City. An apartment. Do you know how much the apartments are in New York City? They literally rival like San Francisco apartments in California. And this girl still needs child support? I mean, guys, this girl is like the ultimate finesser. I mean, oh my goodness, they gotta send this chick back, dude.
She doesn't want to talk to him because it's exposing the truth. You say in one sentence, I don't care about the money, then you're saying, oh yeah, a man's got to make $1 million a year, right?
Do you see what I mean? That doesn't make sense at all. Why would you say, I don't care about money, but if I had to put a number on it, then he has to make $1 million? How about, no, it doesn't matter because I'm the breadwinner, or something that makes sense? Because she was her own boss, which, there are some girls that are just boss, that are the boss ladies out there, the boss babes. I can understand that, but it seems like she doesn't make her own money. It seems like she just, she finesses guys for money. I mean, that's what she's good at, man. Wow.
Guys, this woman is a predator. She's obviously coming and trying to use guys, etc. And here's the thing, right? Like I said before, Fresh fucked up, right? He made a mistake. He shouldn't have messed with this girl in the first place. This girl's a predator, all right?
Oh, man.
But this is what happens a lot of times when you're a guy. You got some money, you got some status, etc. Girls will try to use you, right? Thank God he saw the red flags and cut it off when he did. Obviously, he didn't cut it off fast enough, but this girl had intentions, right? Nefarious intentions. So I just want to ask you guys one thing, right? So obviously we've went through who this woman is, Daisy Chen, a.k.a. her real name. I'm going to call her Jen for the rest of the show. Jin Chen. Okay, Jen, we know who you really are now. You're involved with escorting, potentially, right? Allegedly. Well, we saw the video, right? We know that you stole money from somebody, ran away with it, basically robbed the guy. We know that you can't hold a job. You got fired from stealing money from that company as well.
Wow,
having inappropriate
man.
relations, etc. So let me ask y'all. Someone like this that has this kind of character, do you think they're going to be honest? I mean, let's go through it real quick. So on March 24th, just so you guys know, right? When they got back, towards the end.
And to be honest with you guys, there's no way. And here's the crazy part, right? And I want you guys, when I say guys, I mean you men out there, right? If you're ever dating somebody, or if you're like in a relationship and you notice, like, let's say if you get into arguments and then like literally, well, actually, no, that's actually a bad analogy. But let's just say, for example, right, when it starts resorting to name calling, and then the other person gets so upset because they have nothing left, guys, you won, right? And it's, and in this case, like with her, it almost seems as though Myron is cooking, man. I mean, Chef Myron, this guy is looking to put this girl away. I mean, I thought it was bad for this girl to go on a press run to defame Fresh, but in this case, I don't know. Like I said, I don't even know where he gets his evidence from, but it sounds like to me like Myron is just going for the win
she did
here,
a
guys.
pregnancy test, guys.
He's going for the win.
And first, I didn't want to mention this on the last show, but I'm going to mention it. Came back negative. Okay.
Wait, what? I've heard that this girl kept telling everybody that she's pregnant. What?
And first, I didn't want to mention this on the last show, but I'm going to mention it. Came back negative. Okay. He saw it and his mom saw it. She did a pregnancy test on the 24th. Came back negative. Right. Then a week later, she calls Fresh to say, "Oh, I'm pregnant," and she records the phone call, okay? Trying to get a response. "Oh, what are you going to do to me," etc. You know what? We could play the clip right now. Let's play it real quick. Can we pull it up real fast on the side, guys? The phone call that she had with Fresh. Okay. Let's pull that up real quick, right? So she calls him and tries to get a response out of him. And Fresh obviously stays calm, etc. And the thing I also want you guys to know is that there was an agreement between him and her that they weren't going to have kids. He told her he didn't want kids, and she agreed to that, okay? And I have proof of that right here, right now. Roll the clip from our idiots over there in Canada. So this is when Abba went ahead and interviewed her, right? So first, this is him asking her about them being monogamous, if I'm not mistaken, right? All right.
I don't want to...
Then I ask her, well, why do you not
What
want to
the
be intense
heck?
about monogamy?
Does this dude want to
But you are
spell or
rushing to
what,
have a
man?
I asked some tough questions.
That's a good question.
I'm not.
These morons can't even spell. They were in such a rush.
That's what I
to
just
get
said.
this video out and try to make us look crazy that they couldn't even spell. That just goes to show how thirsty these clowns are for attention, bro. Dudes went and did a video immediately.
Oh my
and
gosh.
shot it. Just shot it. Oh God, we gotta make content. Oh. That's how I'm gonna preach anytime something happens. We literally pay these bums bills, man.
Oh my god.
Let's go ahead. Let's run the clip.
I'm not softballing it.
Oh no, I ain't mad at you.
No.
I'm
She's like, I don't want to be too intense and like rush like monogamy, so I'm accepting this. But like, but you want to have a baby with him.
Yeah, I understand because
Wait. Let me go back because I need to understand what that question was.
Get this.
Rushing to have a kid.
Hold on. Go back. Why do you not want to be intense about monogamy, but you are rushing to have a kid? Okay. That's actually not a bad question. No, you're not trying to rush. So basically, he's asking her, why do you not want to be intense about, or why are you not rushing monogamy, but you're rushing to have a kid? So
then I ask her,
spell that just immediately, man.
But you want to have a baby with him.
yeah, I understand because I just felt like I'm not. I just feel like I'm not that type of girl.
I don't know if you guys caught that. Let me go back real quick, guys. I overanalyze everything. Hold on a second.
So I'm accepting this, but like, but you want to have a baby with him.
Go back.
I understand because I just felt like
Right there. You notice, I don't know if you guys have caught on to this, right? You notice that she looked down and then she looked to the side and she started smiling. That normally means she's lying, right? It's like when somebody gets caught, right? When somebody gets caught, they literally have that smirk on their face. Like, I'm going to replay it for you guys once again. Let's replay it again. That right there, just that alone, she can lie through her teeth about what she says, but her reaction to that, you can see it in real time. The body language does not lie, guys.
I understand.
Look.
I'm accepting this, but like, but you want to have a baby with him.
Yeah, I understand because I just felt like
Boom. Knows that she smiled, looked to the side. Yeah. She was serious, but now it's like she's making fun of the situation, and she doesn't have a very good poker face. Let's just say that.
I just feel like I'm not that type of girl that I have to be with someone for years to get married, or if I like someone, I can have a kid with him for like a week. Like, it doesn't matter. The time doesn't matter. I was with someone for 9 months. He really wanted to marry me. He's American. And I didn't want that. I ended that. When I met
Hold on. You were in a relationship with Fresh for less than a month and you were ready to get serious. There was a guy who was with you for 9 months and you didn't want to, you said no to his commitment? Like, your stories don't make sense. Like, guys, this is the type of girl that you need to avoid. Like, oh my goodness, man. I don't even know what to say at this point. That's crazy, man.
So I just felt like, wow, there's so much chemistry.
What? I mean, I agree.
I'm just trying to
talk to me.
Even he's like, this doesn't make sense. Even for him, it doesn't make sense. In his head, he's like, why are we doing this video? But again, the thirst for them to make content on us is so fucking strong that they will go ahead and compromise themselves and interview a criminal, which I've proven to you guys, that's pretty much on the run from China in the U.S., okay, doing a bunch of stupid shit. They will interview her for views. And these guys preach integrity. Hilarious. Continue on.
Wow.
Girl that can, I'm not the type of girl that's gonna have to, that have to wait for a long time before I marry someone. Huh?
Look, his brain is
What
frying.
is that?
I'll be honest. Hey, I mean, as much, I'll say this right now. As much,
brain right now. Like,
look, as much as Myron hates, these guys, I'll give it to that guy though. Like, I was thinking the same thing. Something doesn't add up. Like 2 + 2 does not equal 4 in this case. Like, I don't understand. I really don't.
Keep going. Okay, so all right. So obviously she doesn't even make sense when she talks to them, right? Now, here I'm gonna prove to you guys that Fresh not only didn't want to have kids, she knew that. And she agreed with him. She might not admit this, but let's go ahead, let's play. So Abba asked her this question, right?
The same as saying he really wants to have a child.
So doesn't mind isn't the same as really wanting to have a child. Why didn't you get a big verbal confirmation that he really wanted a kid?
Why don't you get verbal confirmation if you really wanted a child with you?
God damn, these doesn't mind isn't the same as really wants to have a child. Why didn't you get a big verbal bro, y'all are fucking stupid over there in Canada, bro.
You stupid.
Fucking Abba and Preach are idiots. Like, they were so thirsty to get this video out. They didn't do a spell check. They didn't do a grammar check. No proofreading. They just wanted to get this video out. 3 to 4 years, bro.
Let's keep
These
going,
guys
bro.
are thirsty for content. It's hilarious. We pay y'all bills. You guys are our sons. You guys are literally our sons. You guys talk about us every chance you get. Okay? And Abba, you're a coward, and you know I challenge you to a boxing match. You don't want to do it because you know what the hell's going to happen. You're a coward. You know this. But you're going to go ahead and put out these rushed videos interviewing a criminal, giving her a platform, letting her tell you all these lies. You're over here believing her like she's not a sex worker, and I showed you evidence to prove that she is. Okay? So what does this prove? Abba and Preach claim integrity, but they don't have any. I wonder if they're going to make an apology video after this.
No.
Probably not.
That is true, though.
They never do.
You can't
That's what they
say
do.
one
They just
thing
lie on
and then do
people,
another.
Give bottom feeder reaction content. It's fine, though, because we're giving a kill shot for you and her. Both y'all aren't credible. Let's keep going.
Wow. That's crazy, man. Can't believe that.
No, because I was pretty sure that he was so serious about me. But then, okay.
See, guys, look, let me rewind that again, Kate. Her body language, look at her facial expressions. Does that look like the girl that's in dire need of a friend right now, or she's hurt about what Fresh said? I mean, look at her demeanor.
No, because
smiling. Like, this girl doesn't look like she's hurting right now, even though she's like puts on this persona. This girl's out for revenge, man. Like,
I was pretty sure that he was so serious about me, but then, okay.
Chick, a month. You've only been together with this guy for a month, and he says, I'm pretty sure. Come on, man.
Okay, but at least he's not stupid that if he does this to me, I'm gonna get pregnant. I think it's just misunderstood. Maybe he was just being irresponsible.
Rewind
but
this
for
real quick.
me, he's serious.
So one more time for y'all. So they ask her again in that poorly worded question. Let's play it again.
Man.
The same as saying he really wants
Go
to
back
have
a
a
little bit.
child.
Go
Why
back.
don't you?
We're gonna play it all the way uninterrupted. I'm not even gonna say anything. Okay, hit play.
No, he was like, he was kind of like just admitted that if he's gonna make me pregnant, he's just gonna like raise a baby with me, and
Yes, Cap.
he
So she
he
says this
didn't
first,
like
right?
say that, but all this his action proves that.
Doesn't mind isn't the same as saying he really wants to have a child. Why don't you get verbal confirmation if he really wanted a child with you?
No, because I was pretty sure that he was so serious about me.
I
but
was
then-
pretty sure it's
okay.
not the
Pause.
same. I
So
was
in
pretty
one sense, she said he wanted to have a kid. Then then Abba even asked her, right? Hey, well, why did you get verbal confirmation? No. So she never got confirmation at all that he wanted to have a kid. And again, remember, guys, because look, when you look at that phone call, we need context. So he's with her, knows her for a period of about 20 days. That's why I told y'all, context matters. They had hung out for cumulatively for approximately 20 days. He's vetting her throughout the process, right? But also stupidly having sex with her. Let's add that, right?
Yeah, that's
Unprotected.
true. Should never mess with that chick,
He
man.
says, I don't want kids. She agrees. She does a pregnancy test on the 24th. It's negative. Cool, right? All in the clear. Okay. She knows I don't want kids. She doesn't want to have kids. Keep in mind also, guys, this girl's a bodybuilder. She doesn't want to ruin her body. And we know why she doesn't want to ruin her body besides just bodybuilding. It's her moneymaker, if you guys don't remember earlier in the show what we showed. Correct? So, obviously, this girl's had plastic surgery, etc. She's a very vain person.
You know what's crazy? I didn't even think about that, right? Because I know a few bodybuilders that literally, if there's anything that they do not want to compromise, it's their stature, right? And to be honest with you guys, if she literally is pregnant, which I don't think she is, I think she's lying, she can turn around and say, oh, I actually did have an abortion, this happened. Like, for, you know, like, it doesn't make sense. The pregnancy test showed negative, and then a week later it's positive, right? The only thing that I can think of is one of two things is going to either happen here, okay? She's either going to have this baby, which in this case is going to be, I don't know, someone else's, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be, or what it could be is she can turn around and say, oh, I had an abortion, and like nothing happened. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, this girl is just, she's just bad news, right? Man. Wow.
So in his head, he's thinking, okay, she don't want to have a kid. She want to ruin her body. I've told her I don't want a kid. She agrees that. She did a pregnancy test. It's negative. So then a week later, she calls us, says, oh, I'm pregnant, right? Which we have the video right here. Let's play it real quick. Do we have it, Bills? Yeah, the call. So obviously he's in shock. Like, what the hell? We're going to have kids. What's going on here? So she calls him and she records it. She records it prior to calling him, which, by the way, is a felony in the state of Florida. Congratulations. You committed another crime besides.
You know, it's funny. I was actually going to mention that as soon as he said recording, I was like, and they're from Miami. That's illegal. It's a two-party state. If you guys don't know about the laws in Florida, especially with recording phone calls, it's a two-party state, meaning that if you're calling somebody and you're having a conversation and you're recording, you have to let them know first that there is a recording. Because if you don't, you can be liable for that. You can be liable for that, like 1,000%. You know, so
what you did in China, right? Getting fired from your job for embezzling, and also on top of that, you know, committing acts of potential solicitation here, which we have video proof of. You're committing crimes all over the place, and then you also committed a crime by recording this phone call. It's illegal to record a phone call in Florida.
It is illegal.
Roll the clip. So she calls him a week later, after, mind you, a week after giving Fresh a negative pregnancy test. She calls him a week and says this dumb shit.
I want the baby because I don't want to kill the baby. I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to.
You're not. They just give you a pill and it's over.
No. I'm pregnant.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The pill, they just give it to you from a doctor and then you're good.
I am pregnant. I can't pretending like nothing happened.
This girl's fishing for something.
In my religion, we don't kill.
Religion?
You're not killing.
She's fishing for something.
I want to keep the baby.
Probing questions to get a response.
Well, like I said, I just don't want any kids.
And she knew that. That's not news.
Okay, so what you gonna do? And what you gonna do to me?
Pause. See, guys, like the fact that she's like, bro, who does that? Who calls, right? Like, and this is what I'm trying to say when I said we gotta question everything, right? She calls him, recording the phone call, asking probing questions to try to get an emotional response to make him look crazy after they had agreed that they were not going to have kids. And you guys saw, even in her own interview, she never got confirmation from Fresh that she wanted kids. He told her we're not going to have kids. She agreed to them not having kids. She admitted that in the interview as well, right? But then she calls him saying, I'm pregnant. And on top of that, she had done a pregnancy test a week before. So let me ask you all a question. With the totality of the circumstances, do you think she's honestly telling the truth here with her being potentially pregnant? She's been doing a fucking press run the past week, going on every single podcast that will have her to talk about this, to bring up her brand and bring up her new Twitter that she just made and her Instagram. She's been doing interviews all over the place. Who would do that if they were actually pregnant with someone's kid?
She's
been doing
digger.
Social media blitz.
A gold digger.
Okay? Then she has the gall to make a joke with these idiots and say, yeah, I'll name the kid Abba Preach, Chen, whatever. Like, what? Who does that? If you were actually pregnant, would you actually do this stuff? Right?
Nope.
The reality is this, guys. He didn't want to be with her. He sent her home. She got angry about it. waited a week. Someone probably got in her head while she was up there in New York. And she said, you know what? I'm done with this guy, but I'm going to burn down the whole building while I do it because I'm angry and I feel a certain way. So I'm going to let my emotions get the best of me, and I'm going to air out all this stuff because they're not going to know about my past in China. They're not going to know that I got fired from a job for embezzling. They're not going to know that I was running around selling myself to people on the internet. They're not going to know that I was a sugar baby and that I was doing all this other stuff. They're not going to know that I stole money. We do now, Jin Chen. We know who you really are.
I want to mention something here that makes perfect sense to me, but not to most people, right? Here's what I'm trying to understand, okay, in this case. How can you get upset when somebody's dumping you after dating you for about a month, right? How can you get upset? How can you get upset with that when you dated somebody for 9 months or got with somebody for 9 months in a serious relationship and you called it off? Like, that doesn't make sense. You can't have it both ways, chick. Like, if you dump someone else, hey, here's the thing, chick, Daisy, Jin Chen, whatever your name is, you never thought that maybe it'll come back to bite you and haunt you? Like, when you break up with somebody, I always believe in bad karma, right? Or I always believe in karma. Whatever you do, it'll come back to bite you. Okay, maybe this was, you know, what do they call it? Not resolution, but this is revenge, man. This is probably God's way of punishing you. I mean, you want to be scandalous. You want the rich guy. You want all this stuff, and you look, you know, and you want to do all these things, and then you can't handle being rejected, guys. And that's one of the biggest things too. When you reject a girl, I mean, it's just they can't take L's pretty well. I can tell you that right now. No, sir.
You're not credible at all.
No.
Because you did it. You thought that your past in China wouldn't get back to us, but it did. Because in your own foolish attempt to go viral with this, people came forward and told us who you really are. You thought you would escape China and your past back there, but it came back to haunt you, and it's coming back to haunt you now.
Yeah, he's going for the kill, man. You're getting buried with
the fucking truth.
He's going for the kill.
Because everything I showed is factual. We know who you really are. We know what you really do. We got video. We got documents. Everything.
He's not, man. He's not giving up,
Let's
man.
read some of these chats.
He's not. He's literally just going for the neck. I mean, I don't. Wow, man, that's crazy.
We got here Zachary. Fucking mic drop, bro. Like this chick is done.
She's done, man. That chick's going to jail, man.
You're not credible.
She's getting deported
Jin,
and
I know you're
going
watching
to
this thing
jail.
right now. Jin Chen, you are not credible. This could have been done behind closed doors.
If I was fresh, man, like, because there's an ongoing investigation right now, or there's an ongoing court battle that's looking to turn into a court battle between Fresh and this chick, man. I really hope Fresh goes back, man, and sues this girl for all she's worth, man. Because honestly, and there's another thing too, like with a baseball player, which I'll do in another podcast, where some chick lied to the police and everybody else to try to sue him for, you know, because he assaulted her. And again, that's going to be another story. But like, especially with this one, I hope Fresh comes back and takes her out, like literally take her to court, take her to the cleaners, and have her deported back, man. Like, girls like that, no place in this world, especially in a place like here. Like, if you're going to commit crimes, go do them back in your own country, chick.
Handled this like adults, but you wanted to run to the internet and illegally record him. You committed another felony, by the way. Okay? And you best believe, I'm calling immigration on you. 100%.
Oh my gosh, man. He's being
in the United States committing
He's so
crimes,
petty,
and you
dude.
committed crimes back in China as well.
He's petty.
You fucked up. You played yourself. You wanted the clout. Now you're going to get the clout. I'm going to make you famous. You thought that this was a fucking game. And that's irrefutable proof, everything I got. And I got more too. I'm not showing it all for obvious reasons.
Wow.
But the truth is the truth, and it's come out.
I cannot imagine when the courts get a hold of this stuff. Literally. I mean, Fresh, I don't know. I mean, at this point, this girl's she's done, man. She's done. This chick is done, man.
All right.
Guys, avoid girls like this. Oh, my goodness.
Let's see what y'all think on this. Zachary says, started a dick ride and my brother's credit may be coming by an authorized user up 70 points in 2 months. Thanks, brethren. And then we got here, Venom says, Ab is such a loser. What kind of man gets as invested in another man's relationships, gossiping like a female like he is in the shade room? Dude can't wait to be on Destiny stream to spill tea like a woman. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean, these guys ran to this girl to give her a platform, not knowing that she's a criminal. She's a criminal.
I mean, I'll be honest, Myron.
Jack says, just got my
I'll be honest, Myron. I mean, they don't even have. They're lazy, man. They're not gonna look. They're not gonna look to see if this chick's a criminal. It's content. That's what they do. Just like any YouTuber, they'll do it just to do it, man, and to basically make fun of you. I mean, that's why both you guys hate each other. I mean, that's, hate to say it, but that's why they do it, man. That's why they do it.
And commercial learner's permit. Starting CDL school in a couple weeks. You guys and RP Thor really gave me the confidence to go all in. Are you guys gonna bring? Don't worry, we'll bring them in the future. Will says, is she a sex worker that reflects poorly on Fresh? Makes him an idiot for having unprotected sex with her. Yeah, I ain't gonna, bro. I told y'all already at the top of the show that he's an idiot for that.
Yeah.
You know, obviously this information came after the fact.
Man.
Right? We found out about this. Right after he already had been done with her and all this stuff kind of blew up, and we got the real deal. But you know, he thankfully he got rid of her before then. Obviously not early enough, and he did fuck up. I'm not here to, you know, lie to y'all and say that he didn't fuck up. He did, bro. He did make a mistake here. But what I'm saying is, we need to look at the character of this woman. Is she actually telling the truth about this pregnancy? It's questionable, very questionable.
I mean, it can go either way. It can go either or. Either or.
W Martin, W Bills, W Big Mo. That Reddit caller who called a couple months and called out Fresh for his chick is looking like a god right now for being spot on about this girl. I don't recall that call, but that's fine. I mean, bro, yeah. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I told y'all already. Man, Myron the GOAT. Appreciate that, Keem. Shout out to you, my friend.
Man, I'll be honest, man. I wouldn't want to get on Myron's bad side, dude. This guy will literally find everything about you and make you look like a clown.
This is a movie. Hey, man. I said before, I didn't want to do this, but I had to. Like, this girl went on a press run and kept doing interview after interview after interview, lying and lying and lying. Like, no, man, you're not credible, Jin Chen. You're not credible at all. And I hope you're watching this right now fucking crying because you've been exposed. Okay?
Wow.
Like, you need to go back to China is what you need to do.
That's what I said.
You're here on a fucking visa. For some odd reason, you're still paying that $5,000 a month for rent in New York. I don't know how you can afford that when you're not supposed to be working. How are you making money?
You see, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm trying to figure out is this chick, right, says she didn't really need the money, but she wants to have this kid because she doesn't want to take off a life form, which in this case is a money ticket to her. That's what Destiny just proved. And just by her reaction alone from that podcast just proved that she herself, she knows that he knows that she doesn't like that he basically exposed her for the gold digger that she is. That's what she is, man. She can deny it all she wants to. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Well, chick, if you think you're not one, then first off, how are you able to afford a penthouse or apartment in New York City, number one, right? How are you able to go to Dubai and all these other places, as I probably have heard from you in your other podcasts that you've, as a guest, that you told all these other people, right? It's like I said, you have no, other than being a bodybuilder, I've never heard of an agency that you worked for that you kept there long enough, or have a brand or whatever. Honestly, I think you're doing this for clout to help you generate more money, which, can't hate on your hustle. But like I said, with big money comes big problems. And I really hope that you're prepared to do it because, like I said, I mean, these guys, man, they are coming after you. They are coming after you with everything they got. And I would not be surprised if the case doesn't go your way. I really don't.
You'll be working while you're here. McCree says, I've got you in my sights. Hey, man, I'll tell you this, bro.
I still don't know what that means.
Congrats, you told SW you love her to close and nutter in her because everything you sell your fans is a lie. Everything about Amru is an act because he is the most insecure person on the internet. Both are clowns. Yell in the mic more, crybaby. Yet you're here watching the show. What does that say about you then?
And donating.
And you donated.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I don't know what's worse, bro.
How are you gonna hate on a person?
Stupid.
Talk on the show and then give money.
Rational says, compare her speech when she's negotiating money as a prostitute to how she talks when she's talking to Alba and Preach. She talks like a woman versus a 10-year-old girl. It is what it is, man. Mm-hmm. Ricky Sticky says, I ain't trust these hoes ever since Yamcha died protecting the earth, and then Bulma dumped him and got with the nigga that tried to destroy it. Talk about Vegeta.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, man.
It's over 9,000.
Let's see here. Macabell says, yo, Myron, always respected how you defend your homies, but please don't get sued for defamation by this dumb 304. She did do it too.
You can't sue for defamation if it's
guys.
the truth.
If it's true, can't do nothing. The biggest defense to defamation is the truth. What you gonna do? Sue me for telling the truth?
Exactly.
Y'all saw it clear as day in 1080p.
You cannot sue somebody for defamation if what they're saying is true. I mean,
her negotiating with a guy for sex and payment.
That's her, man. That's her. Even though it didn't show her face, that's technically her.
There is no defamation. It's the truth.
That is her.
I have her employment documents that show that why she got fired. Y'all saw it. It's there in fucking Chinese, and we translate it for y'all. Can't do nothing.
He said it's in I mean, it sounds like a running joke.
She should have thought about that before before making all these videos and trying to tarnish Fresh's name. She should have thought about all that. Let's fucking go. Too bad this 304 Myron Su Sung is here to make sure justice is served. Bring down the hammer, my brother. The truth will prevail. W Myron, FNF, W Fresh. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean, Fresh didn't want me to do this, but I said, nah, man, enough is enough, bro. Enough is enough. Once she brought these, anus and reach into it, and I was like, nah, man, nah. And again, like I said before, they claim on their YouTube channel, oh, we stand for integrity and we're unbiased, blah, blah, blah. But they brought in this girl, right? That's a crook, by the way, to try to tarnish this man's reputation for clicks and views, not knowing the full story. She's a criminal. Y'all see it. Multiple crimes, multiple felonies were committed by this girl. And y'all saw it right here in 1080p. And that's who they decided to platform to try to bring us down. And the crazy
thing is that every female that will talk to her on their podcast is going to look the other way. That girl basically just, I mean, she can probably commit the most heinous of crimes, and the other girls in the podcast won't even care. They won't, because what they just see is some other guy that's hurting her, which is crazy. And it's funny because you guys should watch the clip if you guys ever get a chance to do it. Watch the clip with Destiny and her arguing, and how he basically caught her red-handed, and everybody's like, oh, don't make her feel like that. She feels terrible. I'm like, no. Girl's a liar, man. Are you for real? You're defending a criminal? What is wrong with you guys? It's like, I guarantee you, if she did something to somebody like you that you cared about the most, you would say something. I'm just saying. That's crazy, man.
That's not integrity, man.
You don't even know this girl.
Trying to get clicks and make as much ad revenue as they can. And I'm not surprised. That's what they've been doing. They made almost 40 videos on us, guys. These guys are obsessed with us, man. I haven't mentioned them in forever.
40 videos, man.
But they're making videos on us at least once a month. It's ridiculous. Absolutely
They're really
ridiculous.
that thirsty, man. Wow.
They're obsessed. Let's. What else do we got?
That's crazy, dude.
We got Miki, or who's up here? Meekly says, listen here, Big Mo, and listen good. You're going to take my $5 chat today, my guy. Faithful supporter of this podcast, and really and truly, I thought today would be a Money Monday. Nobody cares about Anus and Leech or Peaches and Cream. They are just attention whores looking for 15 seconds of clout. Facts, bro. That's what they do. That's literally what they do. First, the Philo-Caribbean man, I believed you from the start. It was too good to be true. Whether you used Boots contraceptive or not, it seems non-believable. Plus, she's been on IG last week trying to plead a case with the bad English accent, acting like Jackie Chan from Rush Hour. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Hey, man. Shout out to Jackie Chan. Honestly, his English is way better.
Get China the fuck out of here. Get egg roll the fuck out of here. Get sushi the fuck out of here. Get wonton the fuck out of here. Get Jin Chen the fuck out of here. Yeah, bro. I mean, Jin Chen has been lying to everybody, right? She fooled everybody. I mean, hell, bro, even I believed her for a little bit. that she came from a good family, etc. Just so y'all know, her mom doesn't talk to her anymore. I wonder why. Yeah, her mom doesn't talk to her anymore.
Oh man,
So,
she's one of those Asians.
Probably because of this.
She's one of those
It is what it
Asians.
is.
Oh man, the family
Well, we got the
disown
truth
her.
now. You know, I've always
Man.
said there's 3 things that always come to light that you can't hide: the sun, the moon, and the truth. It took us a little bit of time, but we got the truth, and that's what it is, guys. What else do we got here? Myron, watch your sucky business start booming after this because of a bitch ass Sims. It is what it is, bro. All right, Twitch, we go. Hey, FNF gang,
guys
this
are
fresh
crazy,
situation
man.
is a doozy. One question I'd like to make. One suggestion I'd like to make for the after-hour shows: instead of asking the girls, "Are they on BC?" ask, "Do they track their ovulation?" Women can only get pregnant 5 days in a month. Okay.
Birth control.
Jason Todd says she told Destiny that she wanted to seek legal action because the event was traumatic. Put that together along with her repeatedly asking Fresh, "What are you going to do to me?" Clearly on lineup.
So she told Destiny that she wanted to seek legal action because the event was traumatic. Traumatic? Like, and here's the crazy part, right? The word traumatic, if she's actually using that word correctly, if it was such a traumatic event, why would you go to different podcasts to explain that to people, which would be problematic for you? You would be scarred if you continue to talk about something like that. Somebody that's traumatic doesn't talk about these things. They literally won't even mention it because it hurts. It's almost like saying I'm gonna go hit my head on the wall. It hurts, but I'm gonna continue to do it because it's traumatic, or it hurts, but I continue to do it. Like, why would I do that? That doesn't make sense. Traumatic, you mean, you mean getting your money's worth. You mean money. That's what man. Ultimate dragon lady, man.
Yeah, bro. And the fact that like everyone like ran to this girl's defense, right? Oh my God, Fresh is trying to get her to have an abortion, etc. With zero context, when they had agreed that they weren't going to have kids. When she knew he didn't want to have kids. She knew this. Even though she didn't get verbal confirmation, she knew that she didn't want it, but then she's like, I feel like you want to have kids. What are you talking about? Right?
See, that's the biggest thing too, right? The whole thing about this whole the whole saga about, or the whole drama with this whole thing, right? This never-ending saga, which will probably go on for the next month and a half or so, is this whole thing about the abortion thing. Everybody is asking the wrong questions. It's not so much about the abortion thing, but what led up to that part, right? Because she's using that as her trump card, which in this case, it's working for her for now, but everybody needs to ask themselves, how did this all started, right? And if they both didn't want to have kids, right? If they didn't want to have kids, then why now all of a sudden you have a change of heart, right? And all of a sudden, if it's very traumatic for you, then why are you going to different podcasts talking about it? Someone who really does care about their kids or their future kid, or looking to, have a family or start a family with somebody else, or care about something that's growing inside of them that they're looking to take care of, why would you put yourself out there to make yourself look like a fool? And the reality is, her intentions is not to have the kid. Her intentions is one thing and one thing only. It is dollar signs, dollar signs, dollar signs. That's exactly what she's going after. She doesn't want to admit it. She'll probably cry about it, but that's what she's going for.
The thing that this woman does is emotional, guys. She's went on this whole public press run because she's hurt that Fresh doesn't want to be with her. That's what this all comes down to. He didn't want to get an apartment, and she went crazy. And she's all angry because she feels like, oh, he wasted my time. Here's the other thing, too.
He wasted my time. Fresh wasted your time, a month of your time. While the other guy that you dated for 9 months, you didn't think that he wasted his time courting you, showing you. And here's what I don't understand, right? This is what I don't understand about certain girls. Certain girls will date people longer, right? The ones that they're not, at the end of the day, they're not interested with, or they're not looking to move forward with, and they'll date them for 5, 6, 7, 8 months, right? But they will complain if they date somebody else and get butthurt when they date somebody else for only 2 months and the guy dumps them. Like I don't understand. Like you girls think that you're going to be able to get away with what you did before, thinking that it's okay for you to waste someone else's time. But when it's with you, now you feel hurt and you wasted less time than the previous person. That makes you a hypocrite. You know what I mean?
I told y'all before, he saw these questionable conversations on WhatsApp on her phone. Angie saw it as well. She went and showed it to Angie when they went to dinner, and she showed her all the guys that were hitting her up, all these unsaved numbers from different parts of the world saying, oh, I'll fly you out, blah, 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 stuff. And she goes and brags to Angie, oh, look at all these men that are hitting me up that want to be with me, etc. Well, now that we know what she did as a profession, it all makes sense now, doesn't it? It's all come to full circle what this woman actually is involved in.
3 phones, man.
Now it makes sense why they got held at the airport for 2 hours. Now it makes sense why she has these 4 numbers contacting her. Now it makes sense why she's on video negotiating prices for certain favors. But then she's running around and telling Abba and Preach and all these other simps, oh, I'm not an escort, and they're believing it. Oh, okay, I believe it. Hey, man, well, we got the proof now. Hell, even I believe that she wasn't in the beginning. But, hey, man, like I said before, the truth will always come out. Wayne, here's some cash for the new Punisher cup, Myron. I appreciate it, man. I got my other one right here, man.
2 more on the way.
Broke the cup,
2 more on the way.
I heard about that.
The Blind Archer says, y'all burn females for having kids for choosing the wrong guy. Is she pregnant? Is fresh with everything he is, good and bad, now the wrong guy to choose? No, guys, what I'm telling you is that her pregnancy is questionable. She's lied a million times before, and she went ahead and recorded a phone call conversation for clout. Do you think this is behavior of someone that actually is pregnant?
That's exactly what I just said too, man.
Would you be doing a press run? Would you be calling in to get a reaction like that, fishing for a reaction like she did, as I showed you guys earlier? I don't know. I don't think most people that have any type of common sense would do that.
Or a spine, right? For that matter.
It's questionable at best, is what I'm trying to say. She's clearly lied about everything else. What makes you think she won't lie about this? MP made a few videos on FNF. Tell me why they took down the one vid of she's one of the videos after Maya Bixby video was released. It was when MLD was going through the situation. AP, yeah, exactly. See, here's the thing. I've only responded to Abba Preach. This is our second time we're actually responding to these idiots. Second. And
he said second.
The last time we responded, they took their video down because I debunked them and I made them look bad.
Wow.
But again, we tried not to make gossip, clickbait content on here. We really do try to give you. I mean, Mondays is typically Money Monday. We should be talking to you about how to make money on this episode. But obviously, I had to do this instead to clear what the hell's going on and clear the air and expose this chick for the liar that she is. Jin Chen, your real name, by the way.
Wow, she straight up.
You committing crimes in China and coming over here thinking that you're going to be safe.
Straight up clown, man. She's a clown.
You're a crook. We got here the blind. Somali Red Pill says, W. Myron, but the caller who found her on escort site realized this way sooner than you guys, and did you turn a blind eye, or did you believe it was actually BS? This does that mean when you said her family is rich, she just sell you guys that lie as well? Okay,
that is
so guys,
true.
The website that you're talking about that they showed, that isn't really her profile. It's not. Someone used her photos in it. That's not hers. Because what she really did was she would use SA to do it. She wouldn't use that website that the guy pointed out. Someone used her photos. So in that case, that wasn't correct. But how she was really marketing it was SA, and we actually have a picture of that. I don't know if we have it in the chat. I could show her on SA using it. But yeah. What else do we got?
Dang, man, Myron just has receipts for days, man. Jeez.
This is a savage life. W. Myron and loyalties. Crazy amount of people have made bad conclusions. Reaction channels that haven't done so in the past. The truth is consistent. Some people's faith aren't. Great work, man. Now, I appreciate it, bro. Like I said, this is not to absolve Fresh of responsibility here. Yes, he fucked up, guys. Yes, he absolutely fucked up by dealing with this girl. But hey, this could happen to anyone, guys. I mean, y'all saw it happen with the Tates. They brought these girls over, and those girls went ahead and lied and put a case on them. Fresh dealt with this girl, and now he got put in this situation, etc. But I think it's very important, right, to look at the individual who's making the accusations and look at their character. Is this person, right, credible? Is this person truthful? And the reality is, I've shown y'all that this woman has no problem with lying, stealing, embezzling, right, committing crimes, committing felonies, to get her way. And the job also got rid of her because she was trying to blackmail them.
Wow. I didn't even think about that either.
Who else he's trying to do that to right now?
Wow. Exactly. The money. Wow, man.
Anyway. And she wants to stay in the United States, guys, so she's going to do what she can. She obviously doesn't want to be in China for... Now we know why she doesn't want to be in China.
Because she's a fugitive. She's on the run. She's on the run, man.
Zep Ryder goes, enough with the out-of-context hit piece. It's time to support. You can thank the Quartering's dumbass opinion on this decision. Love you guys. WFNF, W roasting fat chicks. Yeah, the Quartering, he's a hater, too. He's a hater, too. He's in the chat watching? He probably is. That's why he watches us and we don't watch him. I didn't know who he was before he started talking shit about us, this fucking weirdo. See, the thing is, a lot of these people are keyboard warriors. Are not used to being held accountable for their actions and what they say, right? Just like Abba. He's been over here talking shit, making 30, almost 40 videos on us, talking shit. But he will never see me in person. That's why he's running around. Oh, I'm safe behind the computer. I'm safe behind my video. Let me go ahead and record and edit this thing because I'm so thirsty for content. But you'll never say that stuff to my face. You will put on the boxing gloves and box.
Nope.
Hey, we could give the money to charity. We could box and send the money to Palestine. How about that? Send the money to Gaza. Would you do that? Oh, no, you won't.
Nope.
You probably won't because you're a fucking coward.
Yep.
They can actually make money off. They actually get a lot of views if they actually box each other. They can actually make a lot of views, a lot of money on that.
Xi Jinping and Overwatch China Man are disappointed. Hey, man. It is what it is, bro.
Oh, my gosh,
That's Fresh's favorite question, so I'm assuming he asked her.
I think he did it on live, too.
Yeah. Easy Money says, what's her number? I got some extra cash this week. Shit. Oh, my God.
Oh, my
fucking Why'd you try and seek asylum?
Man, these guys, man.
Nah, man. She got to go back to China
man.
after this one, bro. Hey, Mo, how do you feel about Cody finishing his story?
That was a fantastic WrestleMania, by the way. I loved it.
Sure, indeed. Yes, it was.
We want Cody Mob. I'm still a Roman Reigns fan, but this was the right decision to make.
Oh, yeah.
She only goes for an hour. I guess the stereotype of me, love you long time, was a lie.
Man, these guys got jokes, man.
I knew the chat was going to have some fucking funny shit to say, bro. I knew they were going to say some funny shit.
Oh, my goodness.
What's wild is the game you're putting us on through Fresh's mistake. The whole 2 phone call thing where she tried to bait him on the second has me making sure I never spaz on 3 or 4 again. Yeah, bro. Guys,
you got to watch
there's
yourself.
a learning lesson here.
Exactly.
When a girl calls you like this, stay calm. Fresh, though he made a mistake here, I mean, I think him staying calm and saying, okay, whatever, was great, right? She tried to obviously make him look crazy, which it can be, which can absolutely come off that way if you don't have full context like we have now. But, bro, this woman is a crook. She's a liar. So I'm not surprised that she did this. It's nothing for her to try to blackmail someone like she is right now because she's hurt in her feelings. Anything else?
Yes.
Nah, she's not hurt. She just can't get that money.
Here, guys. I truly believe that she is lying about the pregnancy. All the markers are there. But if she is and Fresh is the father, he should not be the face of FNF or the Manosphere just networking. Like I said before, it's very questionable that she's pregnant, guys. I don't think anyone that was pregnant and intending to keep the baby, as she's claiming, would go through all this.
No,
it's
they
weird.
wouldn't.
What does that say about you as a mother?
They wouldn't.
Like if she were actually pregnant and the kid were to come and be born, like he's gonna have videos of his mom doing this stupid shit. I don't know.
True.
I think at best it's questionable. What else do we got? WFNF W1811. Appreciate that, my friend. Goku the Goat Myron, you make it Fresh look worse. You guys said parents got money and she was not an escort. Both sides lied and Fresh busted an escort. That caller was right. Again, like I said before.
I think I wasn't paying attention.
Goku, Bills don't hates that nigga, man. Bro, I said like I said before, we were wrong in the beginning, but we found out what it was. This obviously all came later on. Yeah, it is what it is, man. People can make mistakes, man. Like I said, that was early in the vetting process, bro. He had known her for a few days at that point. And obviously, if people on the internet are attacking a girl that you're seeing, right, you're going to come to defend her. He did what a guy should do. He defended the girl that he was seeing at the time. Now, obviously, we've come to find out that it was a lie, but she lied to everybody. She lied to everybody.
Lied to everyone,
I mean, you wouldn't have
man.
found this information out either.
Oh.
Bro, she did all her dirt in China. I had to pull out fucking Mandarin documents to show y'all niggas that she's a fucking scam artist.
That's why she doesn't have a record
to
here.
Get stuff from the other side of the world.
She wanted a
So
fresh
none of us
start,
would've known.
man. She
Everybody
wanted
got
a
fooled,
fresh
bro. It is what it is.
start. That's what it was. You guys get it?
Well,
I
we
wish
know
I
the
had
truth
that. Fresh. She want a fresh start.
What is it? What's her number? I got some extra cash. No. We got that.
Wow.
Man, listen, I'm trying to sling some ling from Ching Ching. Man, this guy, man. All right, the pick of me. I stand with you guys. A girl cropped an ultrasound of Google to say she was pregnant by me. Luckily, I had someone tell me how dumb I was. It didn't have the name or time of day she came in. Woo. Yeah, bro, this is what happens. Because, look, as y'all remember, a girl 3 years ago tried to say that I got her pregnant. Like, this happens, man. This happens.
I heard about that.
It's almost inevitable that if you
Yeah.
got some money or you got some status or whatever, a girl's going to come and lie and say that you got me pregnant. It just happens, man. I went through this 3 years ago, right? Obviously, she lied, right? There's no kid to be seen. She never got an abortion and nothing, like, because she was never pregnant in the first place. These girls lie, bro. She lied because she knew that she could go ahead and make Fresh look terrible. That's why she called and set this all up. This was all premeditated. This was all planned. Why would she call and ask these probing questions in the way that she would if she didn't have a game plan? And then she went ahead and did a press release after the fact.
That's
Y'all
crazy.
really believe her? Especially now that I've
crazy,
exposed
man.
the things that she was involved in the past? Her credibility is shot at this point.
That should
Completely
worry
shot.
you. That should worry you guys out there, man.
Last two, okay. Pim Rogers. First time watching Abba and Preach, they look like those two retards from Nickelodeon. Welcome to Good Burger. Rolo Tomasi says, Jeremy from the Quartering owes y'all a huge apology after this. See y'all Access Vegas next week. We got you, fam. Hey, he does owe us an apology, but he's probably not going to do it because the guy makes money off of talking shit about people, just like Abba and Preach. These commentary channels, that's how they make their living, is talking poorly about other individuals without all the facts. That's what they do.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
I have yet to see anyone that can throw out receipts like Myron can, because everybody else is just speculation, but they don't got the receipts like he does, man. You can't dispute facts. You just can't.
Yeah, he's probably gonna make a hit piece, right? He's probably recording right now as we speak. He's probably gonna make a video right now, like, but still, he wanted her to get the abortion. It's like, bruh, like
accusations.
You need to focus on your health and diet over Fresh's health and fucking what he's got going on. What else we got here? We good? All right, guys. Again, I hate this drama shit, man. I really hate it. I didn't want to have to do this shit like I said before. I wanted to do a Money Monday with y'all, but enough was enough, and we had to go ahead, man, expose this chick, man. You know, obviously I'm gonna put timestamps in here so you guys can go through it, but she lied. Straight up, she lied, and I'm gonna take accountability and say that she fooled even us, right? Luckily, some good Samaritans came forward and provided us some information all the way from the other side of the world, anonymously, of course, right? That's why we had to protect their identity. But you guys got the evidence now. You guys can go ahead and, make your own conclusions if you believe her about this pregnancy. But you guys have it there, right? This woman clearly has no issue with stealing, no issue with embezzling, no issue with using blackmail, no issue with selling herself, having sugar daddies, etc. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem credible to me, but you guys can make your own decision on that.
Wow.
We'll catch you guys on the next episode. I don't know if we're going to have an after hour tonight.
All right, so that's pretty much it right there. So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys, man. I really don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys about all this. But I mean, let's go back. Let's just recap here, okay? With this chick, I mean, I don't know. Dated Fresh for about a month. Okay, had all the timestamps here from November 21st, 26th, 28th, January 1st, all the way to the 24th. But those were chopped up back and forth, which came up to about a month of knowing each other and seeing each other. And then on top of that, okay, 3 red flags. Somebody from Vegas recognized her. She got really defensive. And then has 3 phones on top of that weird soiree with 4 conversations that weren't even saved. And then just, I already forgot what the third one was. I know it was, what was the third one? Guys, let me know in the chat what the third one was, because I kind of blanked out right now. Just my head hurting from all these, just from these, I don't know, man, by this chick's schemes, man. But that on top of, trying to record Fresh to making a confession or whatever, didn't know that she was committing a crime, committed crimes in China. That's probably why she has a clean record here in the States, because everything that she's done is in China. That's why she's fleeing, right? I mean, fraud, trying to steal somebody's money, trying to defraud, or trying to, or committed a bunch of crimes from her job, got fired from her job. I mean, her parents disowning her, and then lying throughout different podcasts to make someone else look stupid. And then in this case, she might end up she might end up getting deported and going to jail. Let's just say that, okay? So in this case, men, what I want to just let you know, I mean, just in conclusion, guys, no, I'm kind of tired right now. I've been here for almost 8, 9, 10 hours trying to set all this up. But in conclusion, this is what I can tell you guys, okay? There's nothing wrong with dating girls. There's nothing wrong with getting to know girls. But 3 things you need to understand about girls. Number 1, they're not really good at taking L's, okay? They're not really good at, when they lose, they will, if you break up with them, they'll go crazy, okay? Just like what this chick did, okay? And she's making him look bad, okay? Second thing is that it's really hard. I mean, even they mentioned it too. I would have not known that as well. I mean, she seemed like, when she was talking on the podcast, she seemed like a genuinely good person, but I didn't realize her past and the way she moved and the way she finesses people. I mean, I didn't realize that she had a different side to her, which almost feels like she's just not trustworthy, right? And then the third thing is that even though she tries to, and for girls in general, is that, I already lost my train of thought here, but number 3 is that I'm not going to say this for all girls, because I know there's some good girls out there, but I'm saying with promiscuous women like this girl, promiscuous women, they'll do whatever it takes to get exactly what they want, okay? Whether it's money, whether it's clout, whether it's to make you look stupid, they will do that because, again, going back to my first thing, they're not good at taking L's. So guys, if you guys enjoyed this and you guys watch this, which I don't think there's a very many of you or even any of you watching this, hey, make sure to do me a quick favor real quick. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video, because I'm going to be putting out some content here within the next week or so, especially some live stuff. And then we're just going to go over a few other things, especially with fitness and business. And then we'll bring all that back to full circle towards the weekend. And we'll probably recap into everything that we've done over the past week. So guys, I'm your host, Roy, signing off, telling you guys, hey, be smart with everything. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, love, bye.